Alright, I had to fold the paper because I messed up. So, Ramer is something like this. This is R, and then M, Rmer. How do you write the A? There are two ways. I'll have the consonants here written again so that you can see the two ways. One way is to use the hook vowel, short vowel system. So the A with the hooks looks like this. Ra, me, r. And the other way is dots. Ra, mer, ramer, to shine. And where does the word come from? Where es-ram, or just ram, it means the sun. So what does the sun do? It shines. And it can be a person shining, so it's something like that. You can get different meanings in different contexts. It depends on in which situation you're using this thing. So another word, it would be, I have a list here. So another word would be ekarer, for example. So ekarer needs a character like this. This is like a placeholder. I think it's called something like that. It's like this thing in Korean. It's like a placeholder, okay? Because there is no e vowel, a long vowel in this language, in this script. So you would need this placeholder. And then ka, r, karer. Where's the E? The E is here. Okay. Ka, rer, ekarer. It means to foster, because es-ekar or ekar, it means home or house. Okay, so ekarer would mean to foster something, foster someone, something like that. Also, it can mean something like to raise, because you are raised in a home, in most cases. Okay, different meanings, different contexts. It works something like this. There are some letters which maybe do not exactly connect. Like this one, for example, most of them don't connect directly. You have to raise your hand in order to continue. It's not exclusively or completely 100% cursive or like completely connected. You have to raise your hand at some point. But, well, it's not the first language which will do something like this. You see it in many other languages. There is a stop here, a glottal stop. So you have words like, for example, es-Yawur. It means country, and it's written something like this. There's the S, and then ha, e, ra. S, it doesn't need the two dots because S is an article, definite article, so you won't need to write them. Actually, you see it and you recognize it. S, S, S. Ha, and it's not jaera, it's jaera, jaera, or something like that. It has a numeral system as well. So if you remember, Chinese writes numbers something like this. This is, I was going to say ichi, that's Japanese, but they use the same characters. So most cases as well. So I, san, si. Okay, there are numerals. There are also the Roman numerals, if you remember them. This is 10, 12. This has a numeral system as well. These are the numbers of this script. This here is phonetic name, phonetic pronunciation of the number, of the numeral. it's based on Chinese arbitrarily because I just pronounce them the way I want it because it looks fucking cool to me. And this is the character that you can use to write them. It's it was crafted to fit the vertical top to bottom way in which you write the letters of the alphabet. It's supposed to fit it so that you can use it together combined with other words. So if, for example, you want to talk about your age, you would be able to use these characters for numbers as well as the word for age. Okay, so 1, 2 sticks, 3, this is sun, okay, based upon Chinese. 4 looks kind of like 2 because 4 is the square of 2. 5, 6, 7, 8 is, I think you call it cube in English. I don't remember those expressions in English, but the power of 3, 2 to the power of 3, it's 8. 9, square of 3, 10. And 0, it has to look out because, well, 0 is weird. 0 is always a weird concept. And that's not it, but that's like the most relevant parts of what this language looks like, what this script works, how this script works. We use something like the Dakuten and Han Dakuten from Japanese, something similar. These are some kind of umlauts, but for consonants. So you got the letter K, K, and with this it's a Ga. T, D, Y, J, V, B, P. So it can be B or P. It depends on what word you're using. Mostly used for foreign words, so you'll know how to interpret it if you read what it is. So a band like, for example, one of my favorite bands, Stone Temple Pilots, it will look like something like Stone Temple Pirates. So that pirates, it will look like this. The P sound, the pi. And it could be bi, it could be pi, but since you maybe already know what the band is called, Stuntable Pirates, you won't end up saying Stuntable Pirates. It will look like like shit. So there you go. Yeah, that's kind of what the language works right now. It's supposed to at some point develop some kind of logograms, but it's not necessary yet because the vocabulary is quite short. There are not lots of words, but that is kind of what it looks like. This is the alphabet. Originally it was supposed to work only with hooks, but to me it is easier and it looks kind of more beautiful to use the dot system. I always like dots and scripts in dots, and yeah, it works something like this. I don't want to resort to Hanzi, but maybe I will. Who knows? And yeah, that's it. That's how I'm doing things. This was a sketch for what the letters would look like at the beginning. I end up changing several things. These are some prefixes that you use for words to determine whom does this belong to and stuff like that, or if it is something specific or not specific. These are, as you can see, the letters that ended up here in the chart. There are some letters which, well, didn't make it here, but maybe we'll use them for something else. They were supposed to look something like this, but when I looked at it, I didn't like it. So there you go. And maybe you notice it is based upon our Arabic numbers. So this is number 3, number 2, number 1, 4. This is supposed to be a 5, 6, 7. This is 8, hachi, Japanese. 9. I think this is a 5. I don't remember quite well what I was doing here. These are just reversed. Cool ideas, right? Bye.